Apparently only one of those men re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. I mean, come on. The nagging question in my mind concerns Pakistan, the country whose suburb of Abbottabad has been home to bin Laden for apparently the last 6 years. And you know, Pakistan, of course, was last year's honored recipient of the United States $3.2 billion Be Our Friend Please scholarship, awarded each year to the country that, if we didn't give them $3.2 billion, would in no way be our friend. I was reminded of an interview that Pakistan's Prime Minister did last year.
Osama bin Laden is not in Pakistan.
How do you know for sure he's not in Pakistan?
Because our military actions are very successful. If there would have been any chance, he would have been arrested.
Really? Would have been arrested. Your military actions very successful, would have gotten him. You know, not only was there a chance that bin Laden had been living in Pakistan for 6 years, he was living a half a mile from Pakistan's version of West Point in a town surrounded by retired ex-military officers. A half mile. Let me put that in New York City terms. Bin Laden was on 21st and 7th Avenue. They were on 21st and 9th Avenue. If the Pakistani military academy were dominoes, they would deliver to bin Laden on foot. The Pakistani military could have caught bin Laden with a rod and reel or a giant Acme magnet. You were neighbors. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Maybe, to be fair, maybe, Osama was in kind of a stealth J.D. Salinger mode.
Only 35 miles from Islamabad, bin Laden's $1 million compound was a McMansion.
Surrounded by walls 10 to 18 feet high and topped with barbed wire.
No internet, no phone.
8 times the size of nearby houses.
They burn their garbage instead of taking it out like the rest of the neighbors.
Could it have been any more obvious? Look at the man's mailbox. For God's sakes. What more did you want? What more evidence did you need that something was awry in that one cul-de-sac? What did you need? Abject cruelty to school children?
When local children were playing football nearby, kicked them over the wall, the people in the compound just gave them money and told them to go and buy another ball rather than let them come in and search.
He would keep the children's balls and the money. No, the money that they gave the children was in the form of a personal check from the desk of Osama bin Laden. That's what I did not know. I did not know you could get the Tweety Bird Death to America check. I thought, it seems to me that Pakistan's leaders, including former President Musharraf, have some splaining to do.
Mr. President, for years, U.S. officials, intelligence officials, have been saying Osama bin Laden was, in fact, in Pakistan. You have been denying that for years now, categorically saying, no, he was in Afghanistan. Do you now admit you were wrong?
No, I don't think I was ever denying. I was asked everywhere, and my first response invariably, always, was that I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Okay, 2 things. One, I think it's rude to talk on the phone when you're being interviewed. And number 2, that's what we're saying. We're saying when you said, I don't know, you knew. You want us to believe that the ISI, the Pakistani intelligence, the military, the government, they didn't have any idea bin Laden was there or any involvement in putting bin Laden there.
I think ISI must be utterly stupid to put them in such a prominent place, hiding him in such a prominent place. That is not what ISI would have done. Certainly not.
So your defense is basically the ISI is way too smart to put bin Laden in such an obvious place, but far too clueless to know he was there. They're in that magic sweet spot. Smart enough not to do it, dumb enough not to know. And by the way, hiding bin Laden? Bin Laden wasn't hiding in Pakistan. He was chilling in Pakistan. Crashing, if you will. If Waldo hid the way Osama bin Laden did, I wouldn't find those books so incredibly frustrating. Look, that's him right there. He's in the giant high-walled compound. He's right there. And now you're like, oh, that was Osama's house? The tall, lanky guy? We thought maybe Jeff Goldblum had been looking for a summer retreat, had grown a beard, and was burning all his trash. You know Hollywood people. Eccentric. And you know what hurts the most? You may recall Pakistan's then leader, Pervez Musharraf, was on this very program to promote his autobiography a little less than 5 years ago. I gave this man a tea and Twinkie welcome. To your health, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's quite good. Is it good?
Yeah,
where's Osama bin Laden?
I don't know.
Oh, don't you? Didn't you know? Well, guess what? You lied to me. You lied to me. Well, I've got something to tell you, Pervez Musharraf. I said I read your book. I didn't read your book. And those Twinkies were over 40 years old. I got them on a camping trip when I was 6 years old. We'll be right back. I can't